welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be doing butterscotch. Yes, we're going to use condensed milk. As you can see, I've got 2 of that, wooden spoon and a pot. Yes, this is a strong one, a hard one. I'm using this one because butterscotch is kind of tricky. You have to really be careful the pot you're using, or else it's not going to come out. And a tray, a plate, you can use any one that you have. And of course we're using oil. You can use butter, but the thing with butter is that sometimes the butters are not good when it comes to like milk. When you mix the butter with milk, because of the ingredients in the butter, it just make it not strong. When you, I'll show you guys later, but when you make it with oil, it becomes really strong and hard. So I've rinsed this pot. Let me spill that water. I'm just going to leave it for it to dry inside, and then we're going to put the oil, and then I'll show you guys how I do my butterscotch. If you're new here, please make sure you subscribe to my channel for more videos. Tell me in the comment below what videos you want me to do. I will make sure I do them as I go along. So what you're going to do is add the oil in the pot, just a tiny amount of oil. This is entirely up to you, the amount you add on there. I'm just adding a little amount that I know, of course, it's going to do me justice. That's the amount of oil I added, and I'm going to leave the oil to heat up. Yes, in this case it's quite funny because you have to leave the oil to heat up or melt, or like for the smell of the oil to go away, or whatever the case is. But when you open the milk and then you're going to put it in there, it might fry, guys. It might fry. So you have to be careful. What I did was take it off the fire. Make sure I add the milk. I finish adding the milk and then I mix. Making butterscotch is mixture. Then again, when you're mixing, you have to be careful, because too much of mixing it again can give you a lighter or a softer result. So you have to only mix when you know that obviously it's kind of like processing under the pot. So yeah, butterscotch always have to be brown. So being brown is underneath the pot that has to be brown. So like the ones underneath the pot surface, that will be brown. And when it's brown, you have to mix it. It's like you're turning it over every time, turning it over every time, and turning it over every time. So as I was telling you guys, I'm turning the milk in the pot right now, and holy Mary, it was actually frying. And I was like, bro. So you have to play around with the fire every time you're doing butterscotch. Yes, the fire, it has to be high, it has to be low, it just has to be play with. It's, you're gonna be seeing it, you're gonna know exactly what you are doing. On this video, I actually played with the fire a lot. At some point I had it on high for some couple of seconds or minutes, and then I had to reduce it to medium, and then I have to reduce it to like number 1, number 2. I was just playing around with it because you can see it. All your focus is that the milk has to dry in the pot. Yes, the condensed milk has to dry, and the only way that milk is going to be dried is when you keep mixing it, keep turning it over. So the under is going to dry, you're going to turn it under for the top to be dry, the side to be dry. So it's all about mixture. When it's quite dry, you can feel it when you're mixing it. You can feel the heaviness. Guys, take your time when you're doing butterscotch. I can't tell you I did it for 1 minute. I did it up to half an hour. I was doing this for 30 minutes. Yes, that's the real truth about it. I was doing for 30 minutes because I was just playing with the fire. Don't keep the fire high and then do it, and then you get burn results, and you don't have that proper look and taste of butterscotch. So play around with it. Take your time on it. You know, I always like perfect food. I like my food sweet. I like them, coming out nicely. So I make sure I took my time on it, and you guys are going to see the result. Keep mixing. The condensed milk is going to go to the point of being melt. It's going to go to the point of boiling. You're going to go to all the points. Just keep melting. Keep mixing, sorry. Just keep mixing it. That's the thing. Take your time. When you mix a little bit and you feel like everything underneath has been mixed, wait a little bit. Allow the pot to at least do the work again. Make the underneath brown again, and then you start mixing. That's why you see me mixing and stopping in this video, because that's how you do it. So keep mixing, guys, and I'll see you guys on the other side. As you can see, it's getting brown, and the more it's getting brown, the more it's going to be thick, and you need it really, really thick. There's so many process of it. Some people might say, oh, it's brown now, let me take it out. No, it's not done yet. Just let the fire low. This time around, make the fire low and let it dry. Let it dry, because when it's not dry, it's never going to be hard, like I said before, and that's what you need. So take your time, mix it. When you feel like everything underneath the pot is being mixed, wait for it to process again, and then you mix. So while I was doing this, I added some oil on the plate. Yes, this is the time you can add oil or butter, any one of the two, on the plate. The reason why you're adding that, because you don't want, when you turn the butterscotch in the plate, you don't want it to be holding the plate. It helps a lot. It does not stick on the plate. So, and then when you're going to be boiling as well, you need the oil or butter to like put it on your hand, which I'll show you guys when you get there. But as for now, I got that ready because I felt like it was almost coming to its ready time. So as you can see, it's almost kind of getting thick, and that's what we need. So I let it steam a little bit, like process a little bit, before I turn it in the plate. I'm so sorry, guys. When I was turning on the plate, I thought the camera was running, but obviously it was not. So you guys are not going to see me turning it, but you're going to see after I turn it. So keep watching. Turning it is just to use the spoon and just turn it in the plate. It's nothing extra. Turn it as much or the way you can. I put the other spoon there because that spoon is coming handy, because you need that spoon to clean this other spoon. It's just self explanatory. Like when you're mixing something or you're trying to dish out something and then everything is not coming out, you just have to use another spoon to help yourself. Like, I hope I'm explaining something to you guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click on the like button and share with your friends. Yes, this is Butterscotch. So keep watching and I'll show you guys the other parts of it. So after you finish, make sure your hand is washed. You put everything in here. I don't know why my camera keep going off. Put your hand in the oil. This is where you need oil or butter, any one of your choice, and then you roll them to the size that you want. Just keep rolling them softly. Put them. This is where you have to be careful because this is boiling hot. So you have to make sure there's enough oil on your hand, or else it's gonna stick on your hand. You all know how when there's oil and then you do it quick, you don't feel anything. When you're done, you leave it to dry, as I said. So I'll leave you guys here. When I'm almost done, I'll come and show you guys. You have to be fast so that it don't get dry. You have to be fast doing this boiling. So if you have someone at home, tell them to help you so that you can be fast doing it. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll show you guys soon how it's gonna look like. So that's it. Now you're gonna leave it for it to dry. Just make sure they are not on top of each other if you like. You know, leave them to air dry. You can put it on under the fan though, if or AC. If you don't have patience, or just leave it to dry. So that's the butterscotch. This, yes, I was telling you guys, that's it being dry already. A little bit dry on the other side, but yeah, I have to stay the way. And that's the little one. As you all know, I'm gonna eat that. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I will still show you guys the when it's dry. When it's not dry, that's how it looks. It's a little bit soft. I'll show you guys when it's dry. It's hot. I'll show you guys when it cool down. After some time, this is how it's looking. You tell that it's almost dry. See how strong it is. So that's your butterscotch right there. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click the like, subscribe, and share.